Welcome back, sir. First, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful job in both of those games. So, first off, do you have any shoutouts you would like to make?
I'm gonna shout out to Denzel Washington because Equalizer was a badass fucking movie and everyone should see it.
Cool. Good to know. Thanks
Nice,
for the
very nice.
recommendation. ForceFields, I asked him, like, you got any shoutouts? And he's like, I'm too tired, happy face. So, shout out to Sleep from ForceField, who says he's
Yes.
going to bed now.
Sleep, you're the real MVP.
And I kind of understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. I
Not
actually feel
as
really bad because I don't know, playing tired really sucks, so I don't really feel like it was fair.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, on the one hand, he did choose that, so
Yeah.
I mean, can't fault him too much. It was a half hour later than he wanted to play, but he knew he was playing at 4 in the morning either way. So,
Yeah.
what can we do?
Okay.
Hello, Ian 3221. Cool name. Anyway, yeah. So first off, here, I would like to. I mean, we're just going to do the usual stuff where we talk about the game a bit, and
hmm
so, but first, let's talk about just in general since your previous series, because you did play with him once before, bro. So I believe in that one, Forcefield was able to win 2-1. So did that affect your thinking preparing for this match and just kind of how you were coming into it?
Honest to God, I couldn't remember that set at all, so I went in with a clean brain.
Oh, wow. So there's been enough
Yep.
time that you could kind of actually put that behind you.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Um, okay, then. Given that, so you were just going for the general macro game in the first game?
Yeah. Like Deadwing isn't really a map I could do anything really crazy on.
Hmm.
I was actually going to 1-1-1 on Overgrowth because I didn't want to play a long game on that map.
111. Very nice. Haven't seen that in a while.
Huh.
But my scouting SUV found his stuff and then I don't know, it was really textbook from there.
I do wanted to ask about that first game in what you thought the most critical element of it was, because at first it did seem like he was holding your attacks pretty well, minus losing all the probes in that one part.
So yeah, the first game, let's see. So I went in first, Stim had been done, and I don't know, he didn't really seem to respect my army at all.
Hmm.
And then he force fielded a bit prematurely, and then I was like, okay, probes, yay, and then I ran away. The second time, I think I just kind of hemorrhaged units, and it was really scary because I was really scared he was just gonna walk across the map and kill me
Hmm.
because I took the close third,
Right. So,
but he didn't. So I was able to stay alive and then get my full three base Terran thing going.
okay.
Um, he made a warp prism, and I really feel like if he had used that warp prism a lot earlier, then that map would have been a lot harder for me because my army was years and years and years away from my main base, and just like I don't know, Terrans can have nightmares of 11 zealots warping in their base with no thing around.
Sure, sure. No, in all honesty, I think some of that might have just been due to, like, you get tired enough, your reflexes just become like
Yeah.
molasses. So, because like, I even noticed that the photon overcharge went down really late in that initial attack, and just sitting there going, "Oh, I've been there. That's not a fun place to be."
hmm
So, but it does happen. Now, of course, the second game, unfortunately, pretty like you were saying, it really was very textbook in that you have the scout just coming out right away and sees the two gateways building, and you're like, "Well,
Yep.
I guess I know what to do." So, what I would like to ask to expand on that is that particular defense of that. It looked very pre-planned. Was that something you copied off of somebody, or is that just kind of a experience sort of thing?
So the first half of it is just something you learn when you get out of Bronze League. Um, there are gateways, and it's going to be a long time for cyber core. So make a bunker, and you will be good. And the one thing though is when I was sitting there afterwards, I was like, well, crap, what am I going to do? My expansion's gonna be really late, and I was like, well, I've got this SCV all the way over here. I wish I had already mined 100 minerals because I remember that at the beginning of Heart of the Storm, Heart of the Swarm, fucking right? I'm already fucking up.
No,
The
it's
freaking
okay.
the builds that actually revolved around proxying the factory and then floating it in and then making a mine in their base, like, because that was actually a thing for like 3 months.
Mm,
So I was like, oh, I could just do that, and I didn't get to. But it would have wrecked Face because he wouldn't have had detection for years.
right. Yeah, that was exactly where it was going from there, and it looked like to him he was just like, "Oh, I lost my army and I have nothing, so not even need to go there." But yeah, that was really nicely done. In fact, that's the kind of game I could probably like point back to it later for somebody who's struggling with that and be like, "This is what you should do if you manage to scout this coming." So on that note, though, say the gateways were like slightly to the left of there over in the third. What happens in that situation?
My Reaper makes. Um, so the wall still finishes, but it gets really scary because zealots hurt a lot.
Hmm.
But by then I would have made a second gas. Uh, so really the thing is I would have sent out the SCV ahead of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his zealots would have came in before my SCV got to his base. So I probably still would have put down the proxy factory, but it would have come quicker because I wouldn't have pulled guys out of gas.
Okay. So it's just one of those things where a build like that might be a little bit more effective on somebody who's say one command center first or something
Oh,
insane,
easily.
something insane like that.
Yeah. Command centering first on a 2-player map versus the Protoss is being really fucking dumb.
Or really condescending to your opponent, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, "What? What, dude? You know me that well, huh? All right." But yeah, so thank you very much for those two games. Do you have any additional questions or comments on your side, Zero?
No. Lucky Scout, second game. Very good.
Lucky. Son.
Well, not really.
I learned that in
guess
Bronze League.
he kind of placed those in a inopportune place, but no, very well done. I liked them. I liked the games. They were fun to watch.
Yeah.
And then we
Fun to
were
play.
fumbling with the new UI, so that was also fun.
So yeah, here's an interesting fun fact for you, DaveSprite. On the WCS 2.0 UI,
Mm-hmm.
you know how normally you'd hit like the D key to open the production tab?
Yeah.
That whole chunk of the interface doesn't open unless you hit the spacebar. So for the first game, we were like, why can't we make the production tab appear?
Oh my god.
No, thankfully I hadn't turned on the WCS 2.0 interface, so I was still like totally normal. And then we figured it out for the second game, but that was like, it was a little bit of a moment right there.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
oh shit!
Don't know what to
Why
do.
did we not load any replays at all before trying this?
That's the game where the production tab would have mattered too, though.
Yeah, we worked it out.
I found it
Yeah.
eventually. I was just kind of like hitting every key. One of these is gonna work. One of this is gonna shut down the game.
You're just gonna put your face on your keyboard and eventually it'll pop up.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for having me play. Next set will be a best of 5, right?
That is correct. I mean, you have the option of doing it if for some reason you can't. You can still play best of 3, but yes, you may do so. And I look forward to seeing that happen. Hopefully, we can maybe do it early in the day on Saturday. So
Well, I
we don't
mean,
have to kill 'em
because
to do it.
normally I go for 2 p.m. on Saturdays, but I'm gonna be out of town, which is why I needed it today.
Hey, if we can put a bit of space between this and the next one to make it happen, we'll do what we gotta do. But I'm not gonna make the guy play a five game series and like 5 in the morning. Let's not try that.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be European friendly this time. I will
Indeed.
do my best. All right, guys.
All right.
I
See you
will
later, dude.
see you later, man.
Thank you very much, Dave.